Welcome to the Sports Post Podcast. This is Jag Mangat for October the 8th, 2021. Happy Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. That's why I'm wearing this. Jean Day, it's casual Fridays. It's not like, this is an office or anything, but still, I just had to I just had to represent casual Fridays. So, NFL. Last night, I thought the Seahawks were going to win. However, Russell Wilson injured his finger. He couldn't continue. Geno Smith had to take his place. He did a fairly well job, but the LA Rams, they were just too much. So 26-17 for the Rams. And this Sunday, we have main event, Buffalo Bills taking on the KC Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes and KC Chiefs, and you also have the Cowboys hosting when the New York Giants come into town. So take a look at that this Friday. Also, in tonight's game is MLB baseball. You have the Dodgers in action, and you have the White Sox in action. Tampa Bay Rays. Looking forward to that playoff season starting. Well, it's already started, but things are getting underway, and you gotta love baseball playoff season. You have to love it. It's exciting to watch, and make sure you tune in tonight. I'm a Dodger fan, so go Dodger Blue. So just letting you know that in case you didn't know. NHL news last night. You had Oilers defeating the Canucks in a tight one, 3-2. And Oilers are looking not too bad in the preseason, so look out for that. Hopefully they pick up their pace in the regular season and actually win. And according to NHL experts, they should go far into the playoffs. But we all know what happened last year, which kind of sucks. But they're a young team and they got to figure it out. So hopefully they can actually figure this whole dynamic out. And so basically watch out for that. Tonight you have red hot Columbus Blue Jackets in action, and I think they are the best team in the preseason so far. We'll see what happens in the regular season, but Columbus, look out for those guys. NBA, the Miami Heat are undefeated in the preseason. I know it's too early to tell, but it is 2-0. They are up 2-0 in the preseason, and I keep telling you guys, they got Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. They're very tight friends, and they got Bam Adebayo. They just picked up PJ Tucker. They still have Tyler Hero. They still have Duncan Robinson. They're the complete package, and you gotta admit, if you know anything about Miami, they're good to go. They are ready to roll. And Pat Riley did an amazing job acquiring the pieces. Eric Spoelstra, amazing head coach, and he will coach the lights out of anyone in the Eastern Conference, but that remains to be seen. Another key matchup tonight is a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals of last season. Now, I'm talking about KD versus Giannis. Now, KD and the Brooklyn Nets are taking on Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks obviously miss PJ Tucker's defensive prowl, and that remains to be seen whether it shows. I think it will, because they're definitely going to miss that. KD is without Kyrie Irving, even though he has James Harden. Now you have the entire media saying, like this guy right here, Stephen A. Smith, he's like, don't think for a second James Harden is mad about the whole Kyrie situation, whatever, blah, 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 because all the media attention. I honestly don't believe that, because James Harden doesn't really care. If I'm James Harden, I'm getting the ball in my hands way more. And it's come contract season. So if I'm getting the ball in my hands completely, I'm getting great numbers. I'm buffing up my stats. I don't need Kyrie Irving. And I just think Kyrie Irving James Harden and Kevin Durant can do the jobs themselves, and they do not need Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a distraction, um, and you know I don't think he's gonna get the vaccine anytime soon. Even if Kevin Durant pushes him to do that, I think that's the only person that can convince Kyrie Irving to get the vaccine because his body, his choice, and he doesn't want to take it, so you can't really force him. But with NBA and their rules, it's kind of like, okay, they are mandating um, uh, vaccination in New York, Golden State, Toronto. So Kyrie Irving can't practice or go to the games in those cities. They don't need that kind of attention, and they don't need Kyrie Irving. Like they can do fine without him. So it's just a whole media buzz. Like that's what the media does. They pounce on any kind of story to get their ratings up, and that's about it. So that's all I have for the Kyrie Irving piece. As far as tonight's games, you have a couple of other notable games. Lonzo Ball returns to play against the Pelicans, so that will be a revenge matchup for Lonzo Ball. Also, you have LA Lakers taking on the Golden State Warriors. Lakers, LeBron James has not played, Russell Westbrook has not played, so look out for that. I don't know what's going to happen there, but the Lakers are, they have to gel together. They have to pick up the chemistry because even though they got all these all stars, but they were all stars back in the day, can they be all stars this upcoming season? Can they contribute to a deep playoff run? Can they even contribute to a winning regular season? That remains to be seen. I think they can, but it's going to take some time. It's their regular schedule of the first 10 games. Everybody's saying, oh, it's so easy, it's so easy. No, they have to gel together. So, Greg Popovich, another notable in the news, their rumor has it, he will retire this season because he's only 26 wins away from surpassing the great Donnie Nelson in head coaching wins in the NBA history. So guaranteed this is his last season because he wants to surpass Donnie Nelson, and he will. Like, it's not hard to get 26 wins unless the Spurs are utterly terrible. I'm not 100% sure they have any All Stars this season because DeMar DeRozan's gone, and maybe it will be hard for them to pick up 26 wins. They don't have Patty Mills. They don't have DeMar DeRozan. Um, no Rudy Gay. They got Lonnie Walker, nice young player. They got DeJounte Murray, nice young player. And we'll see what happens. But the most notable news is Ben Simmons. Now, it's incredible how often his name comes up in the media. And now he was all about the Pacers, but now breaking news, Daryl Morey just offered or did a negotiation with the Portland Trailblazers. He wants CJ McCollum and 3 draft picks and 3 pick swaps for Ben Simmons. And the Portland Trailblazers flat out said no. I think that it's a good deal because the Portland Trailblazers, let's just admit it, they are not going anywhere anytime soon because they stick to the same game plan. They stick to the same Damian Lillard. They stick to CJ McCollum. And, if I was them, I'd do the damn deal because Ben Simmons doesn't take any shots. Dame Lillard does. Ben Simmons passes more. Ben Simmons passes more. Dame Lillard makes the shot. So it's just a win-win situation, I think, in that note. If I'm Daryl Morey and I'm Portland Trailblazers GM, I don't know the guy's name, I would do that damn deal. 100%. I wouldn't even think about it. And I would do it before the trade deadline, before the regular season occurs. So, you know, put an end to this whole drama scene, whatever. And hopefully the 76ers camp, training camp, the players, staff can move on from this, because everywhere you go, they're getting questioned. Just like the Nets. Everywhere the Nets go, they're getting questioned about Kyrie. Everywhere the 76ers go, they're getting questioned about Ben Simmons. So I will break it down to you as soon as I hear anything. And that's it. This is the Jag Mangot Sports Post Podcast. And tune in to this weekend, especially the NFL, when you have the Buffalo Bills taking on the KC Chiefs, and you have the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight in action, the Lakers in action tonight, the Bulls in action tonight, Nets and Bucks in action tonight, Dodgers in action, White Sox, and just a whole plethora of games this weekend. So this is Jag Mangot for the Sports Post Podcast. It is October the 8th, 2021.